Hi, Alex here from Rebeloper.com, and today I am so excited to show you how you can build games like Candy Crush Saga or Clash of Clans with one single line of code. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, now I have found this online and I'm so pumped up to show you what I'm talking about. So let me just jump right in and let's create a new Xcode project here, and I will go make it a single view application. So make sure you do not choose the game one, choose single view application, because we are going to create it from scratch. We are going to remove the main storyboard and so on. So I would just call this, let's say, Creatix demo. So Creatix is what I have found online, and I will just name this Creatix demo. You name it whatever you want. Click on next, and I will just drop it onto my desktop, and I will create a Git repository so you may check it out on my Git repository. So let's create this, and first of all, let's clean up, and I will just delete that storyboard, and you should do that too, because we are going to do this in code. Okay, and one strange thing, but you need to do this, is that you need to delete this view controller. Okay, so I will just delete this too, because we are hijacking the normal way of doing things. Okay, one last thing, remove the main.storyboard. Okay, and now what you have to do is go ahead and in the download, in the description, or download it from my GitHub repository. It's a big file, so it may take a while to import. So it is called creatix.swift, and just simply drag and drop it into your project. Make sure copy items if needed is checked and your target is checked. Okay, let's hit finish there. And now comes the fun part. So first of all, we hijack the main menu storyboard as I usually do. So you are already familiar with this. So window equals UI window, and window make key and visible. And here comes the fun part. So at this moment, we are just going to add a new UI view controller to our Windows root view controller as usual. But this time we are going to create a controller that is of type Creatix. And this is it. Okay, Creatix. And of course we are going to add this to our Windows root view controller equals and our controller. Okay, and here comes the really interesting part, and this is the single one line of code that I was talking about earlier. Well, maybe there are some options down the road, but this is the most important part. So type in controller dot, and here you choose this game, Creatix game there, and you choose Creatix game and add a dot, and here you find all the list that you can build with this one single line of code, and of course this file. Bejeweled Blitz, Bubble, Switch Saga, Candleman, Candy Crush Saga. Let me just go down here, and this is just the, these are just a few. So I will just let's just choose Heyday, okay? Because I want to create, and you could just start this because they are set up by default. But let me just show you just a little more what you can do. So controller dot, and here you have your database. So you could just select Creatix game, not the game part, database. Yeah, that's it. And you could just select Firebase, iCloud, Parse server, or your custom server. If you wish, I would just choose Firebase. And let me just show you one more, controller dot, and here we have our login or your player. I will just leave out login for now because it will get the default Firebase logins. So the player, this is quite interesting. and this is the creatix.player, and we have single multiplayer or MMO, and that is absolutely amazing. I will just select MMO here. So let us just build and run and see how all of this does. Again, these two lines, this database player, you could just leave them as out right off the box, because with this game variable you can set up everything with one single line of code. So let me just select my iPhone X here, iPhone 10 here, and let us just build and run and see how that looks.